Hi, I'm LOVE and welcome to my channel. This is your weekly Boys Planet recap and review. Now before I even get to the recap, I need to talk about the current ranks. So many people fell off the ranks like crazy fell off. My prediction for Christian and Dole that I had last week seemed to be completely incorrect since they're both in danger. I thought they'd make it till next round, but I guess not. Here, let me put the ranks up for you. Not only that, but Jiwoong also for the first time dropped out of the top 3 and Hu from top 9. Frankly, the top 9 isn't awful, I'm just shocked at how many people dropped in such a short time. I also thought that we'd see the affective filler trainees much later, but I guess it's affected sooner than I expected. If your pick is in the brink of being eliminated out of top 9 who are about to be top, and you want to vote more effectively, here's some tips. Don't give pity votes, make sure your pick is always in our top 6, don't swap them out for anyone. OFC, if you change your mind about who our number 1 is, or if you just simply don't like your current pick, feel free to swap them out without feeling bad. The next most likely most effective method is selfish voting. If your top pick is in the top 9, then have the other 5 choices be trainees be lower than rank 10. And if your pick is not in top 9, then put the other 5 choices be trainees lower in rank than your FOV. OFC, vote whoever you want, however you want. I personally am not doing the selfish method because I technically have to top FOVs who are in the top 9, so it wouldn't work out. Anyways, now we can finally start the recap review. The episode starts with some flashbacks to the elimination episode, transitioning into a quick hidden camera ghost prank. And honestly, my favorite transition of this series has to be when they investigate a mysterious handprint which turned into the title of the episode, Hold My Hand. The real episode starts with the boys entering the song choice room, with Huda from BTOB as the new MC. The trainees choose their songs. Frankly, the second mission has never really been my favorite out of the missions. They always seem kind of awkwardly placed, if that makes sense, since they're not at the same hype as the first performance or the creation performance. However, the songs and performances this time actually seem pretty good. I will say I wish they kept the stage designing aspect from GP999. It was really fun knowing that the girls designed the stages, I think, and made the performances seem more lively. Anyways, the trainees choose their songs with the lower ranks choosing first. If a higher ranked trainee wants to do a song that's already full, they can kick a trainee that has a lower rank than them out. Once the teams are chosen, the position choosing start with Team LOVE KILLA. Matthew is assigned leader, and Jiwoong is killing part. We don't stick with one team for long, and after some funny moments with LOVE KILLA, we move on to Team Feel Special's part choosing. Feel Special has some trouble with hitting the notes, but honestly the overall feeling, especially compared to last mission, is more positive. Woonki was a huge mood setter for this episode, and I see his rank going a little higher. He's really enjoyable and fun to watch, and overall a good time. Once Feel Special team chooses their parts, we move on to Home Team, which I have not much to say since they chose their parts without any issues. Team Butterfly doesn't have much issues other than some lack of confidence arc, and God, I love Chen Kwanji's, he's so sweet. After that, we're taken to the rap dance practice room with Team Gang. The team, and especially Jun Hyun, are upset and depressed since half the team didn't originally choose the song. Jun Hyun takes the main dancer, and we move on to the next team. Zoom Team with Keita as leader, and Hanbin as killing part. On to Team Law, who is having trouble since almost no one in the group has written rap before. However, YEONJUN starts stepping up and being more confident than before. I'm glad the past episodes haven't affected him a lot, but I already saw a preview where he's crying, so IDK how long battle lasts. Anyways, on to our next team, Rush Hour, who's ahead in practicing compared to other teams. However, Takudo is struggling a bit. This is where the first conflict happens in this episode. The rest of Rush Hour team is able to learn the team quickly. Ricky even wants to start learning rotations. However, Takudo is lagging behind a bit, which starts small tensions in the team, especially with Ma Jingxiang. Ma Jingxiang starts learning the choreo alone, and they bring up his very nice practice habits. Personally, I genuinely don't see how this is a problem. I'm not blaming Takudo either at all, that's not my point. However, I don't see anything bad with Ma Jingxiang wanting to learn the rest of the dance or other parts of the performance since he's ready. I understand teamwork is important. However, unlike the very nice conflict where Ma Jingxiang didn't practice with his team even when they were ready. In this performance, the members are all in different stages of the dance. some are behind. Maybe I'm just not seeing the full picture or understanding fully, but I genuinely don't see the problem. I don't think anyone is to blame. This conflict isn't closed though, because for some reason they wanted to include every single group in this episode despite only some full performances being shown. We move on to Man in Love with Tare as killing part. The conflict in this team also isn't something new, it's just some trainees unable to hit notes. And now on to Limousine, whose overall atmosphere is kinda awkward. But they quickly get over that and start coming up with ideas for their rap. Not Spring, Love, or Cherry Blossoms is the next team, and they're really quiet. They're probably the team with the lowest rank in both talent and popularity, so that's most likely why. But we won't get to know what they're thinking since we've moved on to Team Tomboy. This team are probably the top team of this mission, with them having 3 top 9, and their whole group consisting of members in the top 10. Hanbin is chosen as the center of Tomboy, continuing his center streak as he should. Truthfully, Tomboy and LOVE KILLA's team dynamics really showed throughout this episode. Their chemistry was great and they were fun to watch, but still had talent to back it up. Anyways, we finally begin the actual performance practice. The montage showing the countdown until the performance day shows a lot of trainees crying, and I mean a lot. The first group to go up is Gang. Like I said before, Team Gang was made up of mostly from members who didn't choose the song at first. Not only that, but most of the team didn't have experience creating choreography. Even so, I feel like Jun Hyun really stood up. I used to not really like him, however this episode changed my mind. He's funny, but when he needs to be serious, he has no problem doing so. The performance itself was great, majorly because of Jun Hyun. He's someone I didn't expect to be in my picks, but he easily climbed up this episode. Lee Seung-hwan wins most live stage votes of Team Gang with 700 points. Next is Zoom Team. The trainees not Zoom Team were a bit harsh with Hanbin as center, which kinda rubbed me the wrong way, but I sorta understand what they meant. Hanbin ends up keeping the killing part, and we cut to the real performance. And although Zoom isn't exactly my favorite song, this performance was just wow. Everything about it was perfect and enjoyable, it was just amazing. Keita won most live stage votes of Team Zoom with 736 points. Next is Team Home. Jungwoo was the leader of this team, and I think he did a really good job. At first they did the original choreography, however doing that would have been too hard singing Live, so they end up changing it. Overall, the performance, despite one mistake, was really good. Like I mentioned earlier, what really would have pushed this into an incredible performance would be stage decorations. It just felt a little empty. Jungwoo got the most live stage votes for Team Home with 660 points. Next is LOVE KILLA team. Their practice actually wasn't too smooth. They got heavily criticized during evaluations. One of the mentors even said that their ranks weren't given due to talent at all. This made me angry, and it also made the trainees angry cause they went and made history. I'm probably completely biased, but this alongside Zoom and Kill This Love are my favorite performances in this show so far. Jiwoong is an amazing center, in him we trust. Gyuvin got the most live stage votes for LOVE KILLA with 758 points. We start Tomboy's training montage, but we don't see their performance, so I'll save that for next week. The episode ends with a sample of the Creation Mission songs and a preview to next episode. Here's the performances ranked based on my own personal entertainment and opinion. Overall, I feel like this episode is half and half. The first half was completely just filler, and I started getting frustrated because it was setting up for conflict for next week, so I had to write every single thing down. However, the second half was incredible, the best segment in this entire show. All the performances were great, everyone did amazing, and I'm so excited for next week. What were your 5 performances? See you next week.